What's up? I'm up against Galactic, week 7, ASL season 14. You can see my team on the left, his on the right. I'm very nervous. I'm bringing some crazy shit this week, so I hope it just all works out somehow. I have Toxic here in case of weakness policy. I don't want to be screwed against that, so that is the reasoning. Holy shit, man. Let's get into it. I'm nervous. I think Treads is coming. I think Rotom Heat's coming. I think Yuxi's coming. I think Malamar's coming. I think Amorous is coming. And then maybe either Gudra or Qua. But we'll see. We shall see. So, good luck. Yup. This is about what I expected. No Enam. No Enam. You guys shouldn't. Yeah, you guys don't see that. Cool. This is gonna be tough, man. I don't even know what I'm gonna lead. I think my lead was gonna be Screamtail, but I forgot that I literally did not put rocks on this team. You'd expect one rocker, but I have no rocker, so. I'm between, I feel like getting the Terra would be nice, but I don't want to lose a knockoff. That would be unnice. And it also puts me in a good position. Rotom Heat could be Scarf this match. It actually looks like a phenomenal Scarfer, but it could also be Boots. I feel like Petch is fine. Petch could also just be fine as a lead if they lead. Well, I do. See, here's the thing. I want the Terra Grass. If I can have the Terra Grass immediately, that would be very nice. I forgot what my whole plan was gonna be. So that's a little unfortunate. Just a little more than unfortunate. So I'm gonna go Tauros Blaze. Maybe I regret this, maybe I don't, but we'll see. We'll see. We'll see. I'll just make that full screen. Actually, give me a sec. Alright. So I needed to add this. Hey, brother, you're not here. Where are we? Where are we? I guess we're just not here today, are we? We're just not here today. Oh, that's cool. I like that. Bye bye. So I'm hoping when the match actually starts it will open up, but this might be tough. And I need to see who the leads are. But so I'm recording this on a Thursday. I don't think anything eventful has happened in that time. Did I not? I did not set you to mail. That's a little unfortunate. Rotom Heat is the lead. I do not think they're going to click Overheat on me. So I feel pretty free to just Terra Grass into this Mon and just click Body Press onto something. Or click Willow onto something. Really either or. I don't want them to get too much momentum. I just don't think they're going to click the button, and I'd rather get my Terra off now. I don't have the greatest switch in the Rotom Heat though. That's like one bad part about me making a play like that, so maybe I should be careful. Maybe I shouldn't do that, but I also want to preserve damage, and I need this for... I don't need this for Qua since I have... Or no, this is going to be my Rotom answer, so I think maybe I can just Willow here. Who do you go? Yeah, I think Willow's fine here. So I'm going to Terra Grass Willow. They stayed in and they are faster than me. That is good intel. Or slower than me. That is good intel. So that means they're probably max something. Probably max max. I was not expecting that to do that. Volt, is that with a... How do I see if that's a crit? Oh, I figured it out. So no speed it looks, or no speed, so this is like max bulk. So I got the predict right. I knew they were revolting, but I did not get the I didn't think they would be slower than me. I really did not think they'd be. Alright. Alright. This is gonna be a tough one. This is gonna be toughy. This is what they think they're gonna bring. Item clause is a thing, so I wouldn't pay too much attention to that. Also, some of these sets may be mine. I forget if that's a thing that it does. I don't think any of these are mine. But that being said, me going first is crazy. I was not expecting me to go first, so that probably gives info for both of us. It definitely gives me info of just like, oh, so you're just not that guy. That's okay. That's okay. But I think this was overall very positive because I don't get the burn off, which is a little unfortunate, but I do get just the Atera, which is nice because that makes me way better switching for some of these mons. And yes, it gives them Rotom Heat, but also this doesn't seem to be a very offensive Rotom Heat, so I feel a lot more comfortable. Now I wish I went Screamtail. My Screamtail set has sub. I would have clicked sub on it and, I can just kind of sit on it for a little bit. But also, I don't think, I think Treads might just beat it because Treads is broken. It's not. It's really not. But they go Uxie. They go Uxie, which is the right play. I can go Screamtail here. The only unfortunate part about this, right, is I did not want them to do anything like that. Housing. I did not mean to do anything like that. No, I remember what my play is here. I don't want them clicking Glare, so I go Conda here. They probably get up rocks, but oh my goodness. We're glaring you, and you're gonna take it, and you're not gonna be upset. But Conda actually looks insane here. There's not too many things that can really 1v1 it. Plus, Glare is going to give me good speed control on an otherwise very slow team. I'm not running any Scarfers, right? My fastest mon is Sky. They're just going to continue to set up, so hopefully this Glare goes off without a problem. It does. Now we could just coil on it if we so choose. They can't baton past this. Actually, yeah, we could just go Screamtail here. There's no reason not to, I guess. It's lefties. It's going to be able to take anything. And we could just set up on it for free and bring them on. That is perfect. So now we can encore this into that. Pretty sure we can. Pretty sure. Perfect. Cool. And now we can just sub, Rock Tomb for a nice 10%. Nice 10%. Oh my god, I almost choked. Yeah, I feel pretty good about this now. It's not like I don't have the PP, so I don't mind burning all of these encores. It's not like I have much else to encore, so if I can get this thing low and kind of chipped, I am very much fine with this exchange. And I don't want to reveal too many moves, so that's why I'm not going for something like Fire Punch, even though that is definitely something I could click. I have 4 encores left. That is something to know. Definitely something to know. They go Decky Do. They shouldn't have anything for me, so I feel like Fire Punch is pretty free to get some chip. Nice 38. Doesn't work like that, so that's great. We can go Tauros Blaze. Doesn't seem like that bad of a play. I don't want to go Sandy, but at the same time, oh my god, that was a crazy stutter. That was a crazy stutter. At the same time, I feel like I don't have another good play, but Uxie's, so let's take a step back. So Uxie's chipped. They probably want this one dead for some reason. I mean, I don't know what this guy's doing, but I can go Sky here for free, unless they're banded, of course, then that would be an issue. Spirit Shackle does 83 max. How much is it doing to Shaman? 74 max. And sneak kills after that, I didn't even notice that. Conda, I don't know if Conda actually, I don't know if Spirit Shackle is contact. So I guess we can find that out. But I want to keep Tauros alive because I think I'm gonna need it for the Qua matchup. So I'm actually just gonna go Conda here. I'm not gonna think too much about it. I'm just gonna go Conda. So we get a nice chip on Decky Do, but this is a tough one. I knew this was gonna be a tough one, especially with the team I brought and how it's gonna function. This is definitely gonna be a tough one. So, but I'm happy I at least got Uxie chipped down a ton. So we're gonna get long reach. I forgot about long reach. I was like, where's the thing? They don't have a ton of switch-ins to this mon. They really only have Qua. Qua doesn't want to take too much. I can just coil on it too, since they don't really have any move that I really care about. It's not like I'm lying because Aqua Step's gonna do a shit ton, but a glare on that would be nice. If they want to go Rotom Heat is a free setup on, which is why I like Conda in this matchup. I could just coil a ton, and they don't really have a lot for this mon, so maybe this is actually the win con. I was giving Conda a lot of shit, so it's pretty funny that I'm even thinking like this, but I think Conda's the win con now. So I'm actually gonna try and use Shocks and Tauros as bait a little bit and just set up and try and just kill shit from there. Since this Rotom Heat set is not too intimidating. It could be physical defensive for all I know, but I wonder who they go. They probably just go Qua, if I'm being honest. They go back to Uxie, which is very interesting because that is not what I would have done, but they are Terra Dark, Poison, and Stellar, so that is good to know. I feel like Petch is pretty free here, to be honest, but I don't want to risk that mon. So I'm actually just gonna, this is tough, man. This could have a ton of moves that I don't like. So I'm just gonna go Screamtail and just pray that they do something a little dumb. It's rest. Interesting, interesting. So we get this back in the cycle, which is nice. I guess it's Calm Mind, Rest, Sleep, Talk, which is interesting. I think if I Encore on Rest, it's going to continue to rest, so maybe it's not that play. Maybe the play is just Fire Punch here, predicting switch into Treads, switch into Decky-Doo again. But getting that small chip on Decky-Doo is huge because I feel like you're a little nervous to go out into it now, so maybe it's just continue to Rock Tomb. I'm gonna Fire Punch here. I think it's the right play. I think it's the right play, but it could be Encore. I don't think it's Encore just because of their set that I've seen so far. They can't Calm Mind exactly here, or else they would be risking stuff, shit, if you will. But that's unfortunate. Maybe Coil was the right play there, and I just threw that one. Just a teeny tiny bit. Just a teeny tiny bit. This one's gonna be massively annoying. Though I do want to see it set. I do want to see it set because 4 Encores is unfortunate. So they actually made a really good play by just staying in and burning some Encores. So I I should have probably thought better, but I was like, there's no way they're not just going to do that. But they burned half, so maybe we can Encore, bring in Petch. That's an option. I don't think it's a good option. Or just Encore Fire Punch. I think that could be an option. But I like Fire Punch because I like Fire Punch, not because they go this, but I was hoping they wouldn't go this, to be honest. But I can go, I have answers, so that's not too surprising, or that's not too worrying. Tauros was always my answer for this mon, so I want to do that. I can Rock Tomb, Encore, bring in Tauros. I could just go Tauros. Hope they don't have Brave Bird. I could just go Conda, but Conda looks like my win con now, so maybe that's not the play. This is tough. I think Tauros is valuable for a lot of reasons, but if this is running Brave Bird, which is not some far off thing, how much is that doing to Tauros? It's doing half after a -1? That's fucking crazy. After a -1. So, I don't want to put Tauros in that, then. I don't want to give them an Aqua Step. Knock doesn't do a lot, actually, so I think Petch is pretty free. I think Petch is pretty free. If they want to start doing this, that is super fine. I could Toxic. If they switch, I always have Hex available in my back pocket. I can honestly just parting right now. They could go Treads, which would be annoying, but I could pivot in Tauros, set up Sunny Day, and start trying to click some buttons. That could be something of note. I'm assuming somebody has the unfortunate thingy. I'm assuming somebody has to have it. Knocked it so much. This guy doesn't though, so just go Tauros, and then we Sunny Day, and we pray they don't click Knock. If they click Knock, that would be so unfortunate, man. That would be really unfortunate. I could have went Sky, but I'm not faster. Should live this. Holy. Yeah, Power Gem real quick. That's unfortunate. I knew it was going to do a shit ton, but I could EP here on Treads. I could Volt out. I don't hate Volt. I'm gonna Gem, it's pretty safe. Do you let Rotom Heat go? I don't know. I could Volt. I think Volt is a lot safer of a play. Maybe it's EP, man. I really want to EP here. I'm gonna EP. I'm gonna EP. I feel like they go Treads and whatnot. I'll go Power Gem. I'll take my chip. I'll take my kill. That is super fine with me. I can sub. Actually, I think I misplayed that a shit ton. But I can sub here for sure. There's not much they can do. I should have went Shaman Sky. I should have calced. And they probably have Pain Split. Oh, gooped. Fire Punch is a roll. I'm fine with taking it. It's not like they can kill this. I didn't know Pain Split had that thing, but I'm faster. They don't have any speed investment, so nah, don't hate on Screamtail. Don't hate on Screamtail. Fire Punch is always the play here because they don't really have any great switch-ins besides Qua. Qua doesn't want to take too much chip, and it's not doing too well. Gidu is not even a switch-in, so There's really no switch-ins here. They can let this spawn go, which I think is the correct play. Based on this damage, does that tell me anything about where this mon was at with EVs? Does it tell me if it's 252, 252? No, it wouldn't be. So that could just be a massive roll. That's either a big roll or there's some investment. So maybe it's Rock Tomb. I'm gonna Rock Tomb. I think that is, again, the safer play, but also I don't even think they have switch-ins to this move. I could Fire Punch. Fire Punch opens up Malamar, because if that switches in and gets +1, I don't want that happening. So I think Fire Punch is a lot safer of a play. They also might be thinking that I'm down for the count after this turn with the sun, so maybe they're thinking about that. But now I really wish I was bulk up. I think bulk up Screamtail would have been so good. It would have been so good. Fire Punch, I probably could have gotten away with just Fire Punch. It should kill. It didn't. It did not. Volt, we're gonna take that. I don't mind keeping it around. I really don't. It's unfortunate that it lives, but I don't want them. It was. No, no, it wasn't. I was like, oh my god. I'm such a silly goober. They could be thinking this goes up, and then what? Fire Punch is a kill, so keep that in mind. Again, they could be thinking Sun goes out. Losing Shocks is kind of huge, but it also got a ton of chip on Rotom Heat, which is what its job was, so I can't complain with that. Treads has not been sent out. I think Rocks would have been so big this matchup. I think this is Boots, obviously. I think it's Boots Heat. I don't know where his speed investment is. Whoever comes in is taking a Fire Punch. There are no Fire Punch switch-ins besides Qua. Decky comes in. Decky, I'm so sorry about this one. I am so sorry about this one. Dude, oh my goodness, that's crazy. We'll just Fire Punch here. Spirit Shackle is fine. We live. Malamar is going to be unfortunate. I don't know what I'm going to do against that mon yet. And I do. I have Conda. I forgot I had Conda, but I do have Conda, so that makes me feel a little bit better because we tank Super Punches for days. If it's Terra Knock, or Terra Knock, Terra Dark would be kind of ucky-wucky, but have they revealed their leftover mon yet? No, so it's probably Mal. It's either Mal or it's Treads, but I'm leaning towards Mal. So congrats, Screentail, good kill, good kill. For Yuge, they do just go Mal. What do I want to do here? What do I want to do here? Do I want to let them knock? I'm gonna sub here. I don't want them, but if they start setting up, I'm kind of fucked, right? So I think I have to let something go, or at the very least just go Petch. Because knock is super free. Knock is super, super free. I could Encore knock. I want to keep Petch though, but I don't think it's valuable anymore, so I'm okay with going Petch on a knock. It's Terra Poison and it's super power. Okay. We can try and recover here, because we pretty much wall this, but Terra Poison's good. I thought we would live that. We can come in on you, we can start coiling now. There's no way you do a shit ton to me, so that 39 is unfortunate. If I was max, they might just be adamant. They might just be 252s. That's why I did so much. That was a roll. That could have been a roll at least. Unless they're adamant. Adamant. I'm gonna assume they're adamant. Even then, it's still a roll, man. Dude, Patch is crazy. Patch is a crazy son of a bitch. Rotom Heat. Cool. We're gonna be able to coil a little bit. We can edge. Probably should have just clicked the button, because now they're gonna get... Oh, that's super fine, man. I'm shed skin. I can get rid of that. That doesn't matter to me. That does not matter. Quackable. You're getting glared, man. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, man. You're getting glared. Unless you're sub. If you're sub, good play, but Bird might get out, so... I could go Tauros here if I really want to. Sky hasn't been clicked yet. It's probably Scarf Treads. Just the way it's being played, I feel like it's Scarf Treads, which is a huge issue for Sky, so maybe Tauros has to be kept alive if that's the case. If it's Scarf Treads, then Tauros has to be kept alive. Step, that's doing nothing. Doing nothing, buddy. Rocky Helm. Lum? No Lum. That is good. And, of course, Shedskin does not air at all. Oh my god, it was faster? That's crazy. So now we just go Sky. We can click Sea Flare. That's unfortunate, so we're not going to see Play Rough come out. But Seed Flare should kill, unless it fucking misses, and I'll be pissed. Play Rough also kills. They could go Malamar. Does that matter to me? What happens if they go Malamar? Earth Power. Oh, because they would get the boost. They would get the boost. How much is Play Rough doing? Nothing. I could Growth. I could Growth if they're Brave Bird, they kill. I think I have to Growth on some crazy throw, and they do have triple, so. Unfortunate. I thought they would make a switch, and they just did not make the switch, so. Little unfortunate for me. Raging Bull still should be a grass type, right? That's unfortunate, man. Oh, now it gets the fucking para, man. Are you serious? Did not play that well. I think I threw a ton. They were not even, they were just lefties. Boots, AV, Cobra, or anything on that. So, there was liquidation. That's a roll then. They were jolly. That was a roll. Unless this calc is broken, which honestly could be the case, but if it's 252 jolly, that doesn't kill. That's unfortunate. Obviously, that probably doesn't change things. I get back to 50. They are Terra Poison. When did they Terra Poison? What did I make? I feel fine with Willowing here. I think that made the most sense because if they're faster, they Volt Switch. They bring in Treads. They bring in Quad. They bring in Dekidu. I think that just makes the most sense. Right here, I think I should not have played this weak. I think I probably should have just went Petch from here and just started to try and kill it. Or what I should have done is just Core, I think is fine, but I should have just been Fire Punching the whole time. Because then that puts them in an awkward position and they can't really make a good play. If they go back to Roads, I could Rock Tomb. Instead, they go to Dekidu because they know that they could do that. That sucks, man. That max roll is gonna suck. It just burns in the back of my mind, but they U-turn here. Maybe I should have been aggressive and just fire punched, but I think I was still in a fairly good position. I think I was in a good position here, and I think I should not have been passive here. I think I should have just started setting up. Unless Yuxi had a move that actually kills me. This Mon cannot do anything, and it cannot touch Sandaconda. Sandaconda looks amazing against the rest of the team. This para is big. I get the sub, but it doesn't matter at this point because I don't have a Psychic type move. So, should I have done that? Should I have gone Tauros? I was scared of triple, but this was a throw. I should not have done this because Shocks is really good this matchup. So that was a throw. I should have been more patient and just sacked off Petch. This is where I should have sacked Petch to bring in this because then it actually just lives and I can click some buttons and it doesn't matter. Or I go Screamtail and just click something. Or Conda. Conda would have been a better play. I get into this, the sub pain split. I should have Rock Tomb here. I fire punched because I thought they might have switched, but maybe they were thinking they go down no matter what. So it just lets them get that I don't, kind of just hurts me. Because if they Tailwind now, does that affect anything? I don't think it does, right? It's the same amount, but at least Rotom Heat can't come in and click a Willow there. But right here is unfortunate. I can't do anything. I think maybe right here is when I should have been like, Screamtail doesn't really have value anymore. Everyone else on my team can do something. But I shot myself in the foot by what I brought. I could have brought some actual mons to this match. I could have brought spikes. I could have brought rocks. I think not bringing rocks was a huge misplay, or not bringing any hazards was a misplay because it let things just linger around and it didn't give any help for shocks. Carcoal was something I was considering. I pretty much considered everyone but Charge and Tatsu. Or no, I did consider Tatsu. I pretty much consider everyone besides Charge, but I got no excuses, man. What I should have done here, what I absolutely should have done here is after this, it's -3. Obviously, I don't know what the sets were and whatnot at the time, but it's -3. This comes in on, or sorry, it's -4. -4 comes in right here. The freest double growth of my life. What do I do after that? Great question. Well, actually, it doesn't matter what I do after that, right? Because they are forced to make a switch or get killed. So that that was a throw. That was a pretty bad throw. I should have definitely gone, because I think I win. I think I literally just win. What is the switch in? I guess this is. I guess this might be. But even then, it takes only one, and it's asleep, so it has to get the right roll. If they go this is actually, or no, it's not because of play rough, and they could think air cutter, so they wouldn't go at first. They would probably just go. They might just try and bait me out with scarf, but obviously I kill. They might try. Malamar comes in, it gets killed. They make me pick between a 50-50 because if they Terra Poison, I die. If they're Terra Poison and I click Seed Flare, I die. If it's Terra Poison, I click Earth Power, I win. If they don't Terra and I click Earth Power, I don't win. So I'm stuck between a rock and a hard place, and I have to make a decision. I think I probably just click the move that hits the Terra because that's usually what works and whatnot. And I'll also be thinking, why would you bring Malamar out? Because doesn't it just get bodied? So at the very least, I pick up one, and I preserve this mon. I still have all these five, and I'm up, or not up, but I'm neutral. But that was not great. But at least in the moment, I was kind of like I should have just been more aggressive. But it just kind of sucks right now because it's over, and there's nothing I can really do. What also sucks, because I would have went for EQ. The Willow hitting and lasting as long as it did, I was +1. I don't think it kills, but it does a shit ton. And at the very least, then I could be like, if I'm not burned in that spot, I could have clicked EQ, and then after, let's say it dies, it gets the two Aqua Steps would bring it into, whatchamacallit. Or no, because then in this scenario, I don't click Glare, right? In this scenario, I wouldn't click Glare. Hold on. Let me just go all the way to the end. Aqua, Sunny Day. Would I have clicked Glare? Let us see. Or no, it didn't get a max. My apologies, man. My apologies. I lied. I lied on the internet. But this is huge. This not happening the way it did is so big. I also, if I knew they would have just went for Willow, I probably would have just continued to set up because they don't have anything. But Aqua Step doing that amount? Crazy. Crazy. But I would not have glared. I would not have glared if that was the case. You live and you learn. You live and you learn. I just gave them the silver platter, so I probably should not have done the heat. I should not have done that, but I also threw this game away a lot of times, and I just brought heat when I really didn't have to bring heat, and I don't have good enough personnel to. I don't have a water type. I don't have a water type on this team. My water type's a Terra. So just just not great, Bob. Just not great, Bob. I didn't play that well, but I did not play that well. Maybe the heat was too much. But thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed. I know this is a long one. This is probably how they're gonna be, but thank you for watching. Have a great one and peace.